Hi, hey, and hello everybody, welcome back to episode 6 of the Hardcore Let's Play. Today I am planning on making a librarian's house, just so we can get the villagers to start coming through. We want to get some mending on books and all of that stuff. I also want to maybe spruce up the entrance to the mine, because this is just a hole in the ground at the moment, and it's, you know, that's not my thing. I want to make everything look good, so I need to go ahead and make that building, and then I need to go and grab a villager, or maybe a zombie villager. I could cure one and get discounts, and we can hopefully get mending on that one. And of course, while I was off camera, I did a little bit of mining. I got a lot of deep slate because I couldn't find anything. I was just continuously mining and mining and mining, but I couldn't find anything. I still have pretty much the same amount of diamonds as I had before. I got 10 in total. It was really quite disappointing, but I've got everything else smelting up in my super smelter over here. So I got a bunch more iron, a little bit more gold, and I didn't think I found any copper. This is what we have so far. Everything smelted up. I could actually probably just take all that and put that into blocks in the chest. There we go. Thank you. Alright, so we converted those ones to blocks. I didn't really bother with the copper just yet because we don't really have enough to do that. We've actually got a healthy amount of supplies going here with 43 blocks of iron, so I don't think we'll be running out as much as we did in the first few episodes, which is fantastic. We could probably even convert some of that into a few decorations like chains and anvils and stuff. And here's just a quick update on this barn in here. I haven't done any breeding to the pigs. Actually, that's a great idea. I'm going to breed those pigs. There we go. Now we have a couple baby pigs. Awesome. Okay, I think I'm going to need to maybe cull some of that population off in a bit. But for now, I think it's about time that we start building this house. Although our spruce supplies are looking a little low at the moment, so I think I'm just going to go chop these trees down and then we can start. That is so much easier with an efficiency 4 pickaxe. I've got to say that was a lot quicker than it was before. Okay, so we've got all the wood that we need. I do have a basic idea, so let's go ahead and get this rock and rolling. Okay, so I've cleared out a spot right next to our starter house here. I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful, just nestled in right there next to the portal and the starter house, right on the ocean as well. I've got a pretty interesting style that I'm going to use, and I think it's going to turn out really nicely. We just connect up all the paths and everything, and it's going to look fantastic. Okay, so to start off, I want to do the main bit of the building, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down that way. I'm just going to make that a bit of a block right there like that. We can pillar up like so, just to show those other pillars. And then I'll just go across through like this with these logs, just to kind of note that these are going to be walls right here. But out here, I think instead of just making this a flat wall here, I'm going to do a little bit of a strut out here, probably just by 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. We can bring that back in like that, and I'll actually just put a pillar here. Actually, you know what? We don't need a pillar there. I think I'm just gonna do a bit of an extension of the house, so we're just not gonna bother with the pillar, and instead continue the walls all around just like that. Okay, so as you can see, it's not going to be the biggest of builds. It's just going to be this small little... Oh, I didn't strip that one. Just going to be a small little build like this, and I think it's going to turn out really nicely. So I'm just going to keep building this, and I'll be back to you guys once this is done. Okay guys, we finished the exterior of this place, and I think it's looking absolutely amazing. I even managed to get the windows in, which is a first for me. It's definitely well past its time, but here we go. Here is our little librarian's house. Of course, no interior. You guys know me. I wouldn't have done the interior without doing the exterior completely first. But that's it. So we've got a little horse stable here because I thought it would look really cool. I actually need to go ahead and add a few more planks just up there. I need to get a couple horses for this spot, obviously, and once I can do that, this is going to look a whole lot better because that'll just add a bit to that empty space there. We've got the entrance here with no door. I do have the doors on me. I just need the floor to go in before that. But then we come around to this side, and I've done some interesting things here. So I've got this little offshoot here, as well as a little window there, which is new for me. I've never really done something like that, but I think it looks fantastic. And this tower in the middle, I have also never done anything like that, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. So yeah, and then we come around to this side. We've got our big 2x3 window here. We're going to probably put the bed here, and we're going to get a librarian living in this house. It is going to be absolutely fantastic. But of course, we need the librarian to do that, so we're going to need a villager first. So I'm thinking that maybe we need to head over to that village, or maybe we could use this night to see if we can find a zombie villager. What is happening here? Why are there so many bees? Huh? What has happened there? I don't understand why there's so many bees. Like, what causes that to happen? Is that a bug? Get it? Because they're bugs. Okay, that was horrible. It doesn't actually appear to be a zombie villager here, so I might need to just head closer to the village, see if I can find one over that direction. Well, I think I definitely know what I'm doing next episode. It's got something to do with bees, let me tell you. But for now, since I can't find any zombie villagers roaming around here, I'm just gonna have to sleep for the night and go find one in the morning. Okay, so this is me realizing I may have been getting slightly ahead of myself. I still haven't done any of the interior of that house, so I'm thinking I might need to sort that one out really quickly just before we can get that villager in there. So maybe we could even check another night to see if we can find a zombie villager, because this is probably going to take a couple days to finish, since I'm definitely no good at interiors, so we'll see how this turns out. But I just need to get a lectern in there. That is the most important thing. And of course for that, I'm going to need a whole lot of leather, so I'm actually going to need to go and breed up these cows, and then I'll probably just kill off a couple of them just to make sure I have enough. Where did you get that grass block, sir? Okay, so I killed a few cows. I got a bit of leather. This is probably going to be enough to give it a little bit of decoration and a lectern. Obviously, I'm probably not going to be able to finish all of this in one day, so I'm just going to get most of this done and see if we can just live with that for a bit. I might not even get back to it, just knowing the way I am, but I'm just going to get as many bookshelves as I can and a lectern. I can't forget the lectern. And then I'll be sorted to start decorating the place out a bit. Alright guys, we're back, and I've done some very basic detailing in here. I definitely didn't have enough bookshelves, as I wanted to put some along here and probably some along the back there as well as decorate the top area here, but I just don't have enough of anything right now. I've put a slab here just so if I do get a villager, it doesn't come up here. But this is what I've got so far, and honestly, it's not that bad. It's definitely better than any interior I've done in any of the houses so far anyway, so I don't know why I've been complaining at all. But anyway, we need to get ourselves a villager for that house now. So I've been thinking, since it's right on the water there, it might actually just be easier to try steal one by putting it in a boat and then rowing away over just onto the shore over here, and making sure we come into a little bit of a dock area, and then we have some tracks set up such that the villager can come straight into the house. That'll be the ideal situation. I don't really know where I put my boat. I think I might have left it down here actually. Nope, it's in my wood chest, of course, because it's wood. Oh, that makes so much sense. Alright, but I am going to head over there and see if I can't steal a villager. I have trapped the fool. Alright, so update. I've managed to sink the boat somehow. I didn't even know that was possible, but it's been sunk. Alright, let's try this one again. There we go. Alright, on our way to the librarian's house. Whew. One of my least favorite parts of Minecraft is moving villagers around. This is atrocious. Okay, so I've set up a little track, but it really depends on if this guy actually wants to cooperate. Look, I know it's a minecart, and I know you probably really don't want to go in there, but look, it's best for both of us if you did, so come on. Whew. So, after much maneuvering, we've managed to get this villager in the minecart, and he is about ready to head off now. Fantastic. Okay, I'm actually going to lock him in just so he can't get anywhere but that lectern there. Well, it actually appears as though you can actually reach it from there, so I'm going to leave him in the minecart just while we cycle through these trades. Okay, so we've got ourselves mending. It is 30 emeralds. That is not the cheapest we can get it, I'm pretty sure. Hang on, let me just check this. I'll be back. So it would seem that 10 is the best, and I'm going to take a gamble and see if we can get ourselves a bit lower than 30, just because I'd rather not be spending 30 emeralds for each mending book. Even if we do cure it, it'll still be something quite large, like 16 or something, which is it's not something we could sustain, I think. So we're just going to have to see if we can get ourselves a lower price here and be a bit picky with our villager. Alright, so I just went and bred up a few cows, killed a few more, and I've got 15 leather. So this means I can make myself a few books, and that'll actually help with the trades. So I'm going to grab a little bit of sugarcane, craft those ones up. But once that's done, I'm definitely going to go grab these diamonds, head into the enchanting tower, and see if I can get some good enchants on some armor. And maybe another pickaxe, because I need to check that since we've got 37 levels. There is our cover me with diamonds advancement. Oh, at long last. I'm just going to use all of these diamonds just to get ourselves a full set there. And we've got 2 left over, which is cutting it real close. But we did end up getting that full set, which is absolutely fantastic. But now I'm going to head up, see what enchants we have. Hopefully we have some good ones. So I've got efficiency 4 on the pickaxe, protection 3 on the boots, protection 3 on the helmet, protection 3 on the chest plate, and protection 3 on the leggings. I think since all of those armor enchants and the sword are pretty bad, and this one is efficiency 4, I might just take a gamble and see if we get anything other than efficiency 4 with this. If we get a fortune or a silk touch, I will be absolutely over the moon. But let's just go ahead and see. Okay, unbreaking 3, that's another work pickaxe. We've got 2 of those now. We can always go ahead and combine another one at some other point, but we've got sweeping edge on the sword now. Still got protection 3 on the leggings and the chest plate. Depth strider 3 on the boots and protection 3 on the helmet. Okay, so I'm definitely going to go for those boots. Those are awesome. Depth strider 3. Nothing else. That's a bit of a shame, but I'll definitely take that depth strider 3. I'm still getting sharpness 3 on the sword. I'm not sure why. It's just sticking with sharpness 3 there, and we just got a different prot 3 on all of these items of armor here, which is a little bit of a shame, but I think I'll just go ahead and get a prot 3 on the leggings just to see if we can get anything else. No, it's not even special. Okay, that's and of course, Bane of Arthropods on that sword, Unbreaking 3 on the helmet, and Protection 4 on the chest plate. Okay, so I think I'm going to go for that chest plate next, just because that Protection 4 will be absolutely fantastic, especially because it is the most significant portion of the armor that we have. We are running out of space there, so I'm actually just going to store this stuff in here, have ourselves a nice set there, our half enchanted set, and our new work pickaxe there. I'm just going to leave the sword in there as well, because why not? But I do have these books, I do have these emeralds, we have our villager waiting in here, just ready to cycle through trades, so I'm going to get back to doing that. So our librarian was getting a little bit preoccupied. I just went out and broke all of the possible workstations, so I took those cauldrons, those barrels in as well. I'm hoping there are no other ones out there, but I guess we shall see. We are back, and I've managed to get ourselves a 12 emerald mending trade, but the problem is we don't have 12 emeralds as of just yet. So I'm thinking we might need to head over to the village over there with a bunch of sticks and get ourselves a Fletcher and get a bunch of emeralds from just that guy and quickly run over and lock that trade in. So I'm just going to grab a bunch of logs here, and I'm going to head over to that village again. And there we go. We get ourselves the What a Deal enchant advancement, I should say, and a whole bunch of emeralds. I think I can actually trade a few more. I'm just going to turn a bunch of these into sticks again. Come on, guys. Oh, here we go. Here we go. You are the man. Yes, let's keep getting more emeralds. Oh, this is awesome. We can get a bunch of mending books straight off the bat. So I'm going to head back and see if we've still got that mending trade. If not, that'll be a big shame. Let's just go check. I might have to just quickly lock this in before the night comes, though. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Please give me that. Please. Okay. Okay, so we've secured ourselves 3 mending books, which is fantastic. We still have a couple books left over and a single emerald. But that trade is locked in now, so we can actually set this guy free, and he is welcome to go and sleep in his new bed. I'm going to put all these barrels back as well. Okay, I'm going to need to grab the door from... Oh, no, never mind. The door is right here, guys. I am a little bit slow. But that is awesome. That is fantastic. We've got ourselves our first mending villager. Oh, that is always a stressful experience. Working with villagers is so unpleasant. I guess you are forcing them into a career that they might not choose themselves, but hey, if we look past that, it's absolutely fine. We've got ourselves 3 mending books. I'll just pop these in the precious items chest here. And I've still got a bunch of sticks in my inventory, so I might just head over and see if we can get some more flint. But I can hear this guy trying to climb the ladder, and it's a good thing I popped that slab up there so he can't get up, because I've had problems with villagers and ladders. I secured myself a couple more emeralds, so I think we're now sitting on 30 emeralds, and I think that's going to be a healthy amount for now at least. But now that I've got free time, I've sorted that out, I think it is time that I worked on the entrance to the mine, because simply put, this hole in the ground will not do. Right, so for this one, I'm thinking that we just go ahead and make it look like it's a bit of a rock coming up out of the surface. So I'll just go ahead and demonstrate something like this. We'll just bring it across, maybe back a bit as well, like so. And we'll actually bring it over a bit. I'm thinking just like that. And then we can smooth all of this out with a couple slabs. So I just pop an andesite slab there. I might need to go ahead and get some more slabs from inside. I'll get the stone cutter. Alright, so I've got myself the stone cutter. I'm going to get rid of all this dirt here just so we can see that it's a stone entrance. I'm going to get more cobblestone in hand here and just kind of show this is all. It's super hard to get these ones looking good. It's just about getting a good angle and slope, but I think this one's coming together pretty nicely. Just kind of going around checking, making sure everything looks nice and uniform-ish, and that's pretty much as good as it gets. Unfortunately, I'll probably just continue to bring that out, so it kind of looks like a bit of a rock coming out of the ground, which is a good look. I think that fits this really well. I'll actually replace this one. I'll give it a stair right there like that, and another slab on top to make sure it looks as though it's not just popping out randomly. But since we're down here now, I think it's best if we just got rid of all of this dirt that we can see. Alright, so I think I've actually come across something that I like fair enough. It's definitely not the best by all means, but it's definitely better than it was before, I think. I think that having all this stone in here instead of the dirt makes this look a whole lot better, as well as giving this a little bit of a gradient just over here, so it doesn't look completely just like a hole in the ground. It's not really random. You can tell there's a sense of purpose. Adding these lanterns in really helped with that as well. Actually, I added a few discrete slabs and stairs along here just to give a bit more ease in coming in and out of here. I couldn't really hide anything in the dirt or moss though, so I'm just going to leave that for now. Yeah, I think that'll do for now. I just definitely think that is going to look a lot better than it was before, which is all that matters. So I'm going to head and see if this villager is okay, because I can hear him hern and human. So are you stuck? What's happening here? What? Okay. Well, I'm not going to question that. Right. Best just sleep. Okay, so to finish off this episode, I think I'm just going to add a few custom trees in and connect the build up a bit with the rest of everything with a coarse dirt path. I've been getting a couple requests to kind of show how I do my custom trees, so I'll go ahead and keep that one on camera. I'll try and explain the process behind it, but just know I'm not the best at explaining things, and it is a very random process, so it's more luck making it look good than anything. Like, I don't even know how it's come to look as good as it has at the moment, but I'll definitely go ahead and show everyone how to do that to the best of my ability. Alright guys, so I think it's about time that we got ourselves a custom tree over here in this spot here, just because this spot is very flat. We've only got the farm area to break it up really, and then we've just got all of our buildings here, everything. So I think it'll actually just be a really good addition if we plop one right there, just like that. So the trick is to figure out your surroundings. You want to make sure you have enough space, say about 2.5. Like, I know it's weird to say half in a Minecraft, but it is a bit like that sometimes. Like, it's okay if this one goes up onto this grass block, or this one here actually. So this is actually a pretty good spot for it, I'd say. But firstly, you want to find your spot, and then you want to just pillar up about 7 or 8. So I'll go probably 8. I'll get a nice tall one here. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's just with spruce logs straight up there. This is going to be kind of the height of the tree. But we are not finished. We need to add the tippy top of this, so we're just going to do 3 of these dark oak fences on top. And that's just going to be where the top of the tree is, right there. So I'm just going to MLG water bucket down, but if you guys want to kind of get a bit of a safer way to get up and down there, you may as well do that. But this is what our custom tree is looking like right now. I know it's a bit of a thing where you have to trust the process, but what we want to do is we want to start at the bottom. I'm going to start about 3 from the bottom. I'm just going to chuck a couple leaves on like so, bring it out a bit, make sure it's nice and wide. I'm going to make sure I have shears in my hand just so I can take out these unnecessary bits here. But you also want to make sure that you get enough space underneath such that it doesn't look like it's just blocky all the way around. As I can see, this is there's actually probably a bit too much space there, so I'll keep that block there and I'll take this one out, and that one should look a bit better there. But of course I'm going to need to bring another block out here just to kind of show that this bit here is supported, and that is going to look pretty good there. Okay, and then I'll bring another one out like that, probably bring it out by 3 there. Oh, I didn't mean to break that one. Yep. Okay, so that's looking pretty good so far. We just want to keep going around the tree, making sure we're supporting everything. I'm gonna just make sure there's enough spaces in there as well. It's a bit, you have to take a step back and see, it's kind of a bit hit and miss with the trees, I've got to say, but once you get into the swing of things, it's absolutely fine. So now I'm looking at this, I think maybe if we take that one out, that'll be a bit better. Yep, that looks a bit better, a bit more uniform and fantastic. So that's basically it. You just want to work your way up the tree, making sure you have a little bit less leaves the further you go up, and you can add a random kind of fence up as you go, but I like to use that fence to just chuck leaves all around it, just so it kind of adds a bbit more depth to that particular bit of the build of the tree, I should say. And yeah, so you just, it's really experimental. It's as I said, really hard to explain for me because I'm quite horrible with explanations, but that is the gist of it. So I'm just going to keep working my way up to the top a bit, and I'll catch you guys at the top and show you what to do when you get there. Alright, so I've kind of worked my way up here, making sure that everything is looking relatively uniform around the sides, and making sure that it's a lot thicker at the bottom than it is here. Oopsie, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, and I've just reached up to these fence posts, and this is critical because you don't want to go any more than 1 thick at this point. So I'm just going to go around like so, and you want to make sure that not every single side is covered, otherwise it definitely will look a bit too blocky there. But I'll just go ahead and do this just like that, and then we can go ahead and top this guy off with just 1 block there at the top. Actually inspect it to see how it's going, and it's looking like it's doing okay, but I think we definitely do need a bit more substance in there. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. I think what I'll do here is I'll remove this one and I'll add one right there like that, and then pop a fence in there and add another one there to just give it a little bit more weight at the bottom, and that is going to make it look a lot better there. Okay, and the trick is as well, if you want to get it to look a little bit taller, you can add an extra leaf on top just kind of show that that is the top there. So I'm going to go and do that just to show that that is the top of the tree. Yeah, so adding 2 on top really helps to top out the tree. I did forget to mention that, but sometimes it is good to go with just 1, but that is looking absolutely amazing, I think. Yes, that is going to do really well. Okay, so that is how I do my custom trees. I'm sorry I'm not very good at explaining things, but that is the best I can do. I think it's a good spot for this tree as well. Alright, but now that that is done, I think this is about time that we wrap the episode up. I really want to thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. That means a lot to me. If you guys did enjoy the video, I would really appreciate it if you guys could hit the like button and maybe leave a nice comment or a critical comment if I did something wrong, or if you think something needs an improvement. That would be an absolute blessing for me. So I want to thank you guys again for making it all the way to the end, and there's our build for today. My name has been Mopie. Goodbye for now.